Welcome back to Plum Daily. I'm Alexa Corcoran, the summer Plum intern, and I'm standing here with the men from Crow Radio. Don't know if you've heard about them, but if you haven't, how about you guys give us a little background on how you found each other? Climatologists have dubbed last month a record snow fail. What is supposed to be the snowiest month in the state of Colorado actually resulted in less than 0.1% of precipitation. According to the U.S. Drought Monitor, 98% of the state is in a state of drought. I talked to local fire administrators as well as the local sheriff about the fire ban and precautions you can take to keep yourself safe this spring. When deciding to add another Division I sports team to the University of Colorado, the athletic department has to think about a lot of things, including funding, budget, gender ratio, and travel costs. And with so many sports to choose from, they really have their hands full. Although being D1 has its perks, many students aren't prepared for the time and energy commitments it involves. Many students choose club sports in order to maintain life as a regular college student. Rest assured, Backstreet Boy fans, the group could be mounting a comeback. After separating himself from BSB for nearly 6 years, Kevin Richardson announced he is returning to the iconic boy band. While the boys, or rather men, have not topped the charts since their multi-platinum records of the 90s, they continue to tour around the world. They made the announcement official on Sunday during a concert in London. While you may not know exactly which one Kevin is, I'm sure we can all sleep a little easier knowing he has rejoined the group. The annual White House Correspondents' Dinner took place over the weekend in Washington, D.C. As always, the dinner was a star-studded event filled with celebrities and the who's who of television and film. The event recognizes excellence in broadcasting, presenting awards to veterans as well as aspiring reporters. Yet some controversy was stirred up as a result of the evening's entertainment. This year, comedian Jimmy Kimmel presented a roast in which no one was spared. Kimmel targeted everything from the president's ears to Kim Kardashian's existence. He even took a moment to name-drop the Denver Nuggets. Grim details are emerging about the former nursing student accused of killing 7 people at a religious college in Oakland, California. In a news conference today, Oakland police said the suspect, Wang Go, lined up his victims' execution style before shooting them. Deeply in debt, police said Go had a host of personal problems, including 2 deaths in his family just last year. He reportedly was upset with the administration at the college and went to the school yesterday to find one specific female administrator. When he didn't find her, Go unleashed his shooting spree. The body found in a bunker outside of Washington State is thought to be that of murder suspect Peter Keller. Keller's body was found Saturday inside a fortified bunker where authorities believe he was hiding out. According to King County Police, Keller appeared to have died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Keller was last seen shortly before a fire devastated his home, where the bodies of his wife and daughter were later discovered. Police eventually found evidence leading them to the bunker, where a standoff ensued. Police fired tear gas into the bunker but failed to force Keller out. Authorities were finally able to enter the bunker after a SWAT team blew a hole in the roof, but by this time, Keller had allegedly taken his own life. Well, I didn't think it was possible for me to go through more spring break withdrawals, but now I have to deal with snow. Please tell me that it's going to warm up, Christine.
It's Alexa Corcoran and Eric Williams. One of us is one of us.
Dynamic duo.
So I'm looking at this weather behind you right now. I'm gazing at you, but I'm looking above you every so often and seeing.
It's not so picturesque.
No, a little way it is. It's just rainy.
Yeah.
You're a sun girl, aren't you? She's
I
a
am.
lifeguard in her other incarnation.
I probably don't need much more sun, though. I got a little sunburn yesterday, so I should take a break.
The entire Plum staff went out tubing yesterday, but you had a different water experience that I want to talk about.
Nice segue.
Thank you. I've been working on that.
I was born in the 90s, and I have a lot of love for the 90s. And Hootie and the Blowfish was a big part of the 90s. My parents listened to them, and then Darius decided he was going to sing country music. And I like country music, so I found out he was coming to Vail again, and I worked for Plum, and I was like, I gotta try to get an interview with this guy. Well, it was actually really anticlimactic because I really wanted to meet him and sit down with him and did a lot of the networking type of stuff through emails, but nothing went through. But it's still fun. It's good to see the finished product. If there's one thing I want in a church, it's to have a sense of humor. So I wouldn't mind spending a Sunday in one of those places.
I like that you appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that as well. All right, that's what's going to make it fun.
There's probably some people that find that offensive, but
That's a section of Plum TV we like to call dumbing it down. We apologize if any of you thought that was offensive, but we think it's funny. Go to church, have fun. Tell your preacher that Alexa will come if you funny it up a little
make
bit.
your sign the best, and I'll be there.
That's their marketing? That's what it is
motivation,
for you?
yeah.
Doesn't matter like the flavor?
What does the world come to that churches have to advertise to get people to show up?
We just need a good sign. And that was just one of the pieces that Alexa's going to be making throughout the summer and just one of her television appearances. Will you come back?
Stay tuned. Way more to come.